And I had to explain to them, no, their goal is not to become stinking rich. Their goal is to make computers more ubiquitous in the world. Their goal is to make third world countries have a computer in every township.
Is that their goal?
Yeah, their goal is to make computers be in like every student in every school now has no reason to not have a computer.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Hypothetically, at least. That kind of thing. And they don't care if people buy their stuff, put a box on it, call it, Windowish, whatever, and sell it. They don't care. Do whatever you guys want to do with it. But they want it to at least encourage less fortunate companies, areas, and schools to be able to afford this. And they want to help people learn how to code. Because, if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm in a poor area and I have this and I can download stuff from, the internet, 200 miles away and then come home, I can practice my coding on it.
Yeah.
And hypothetically, join an open source project, get a good job.
Comes full circle.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. I'm excited to see what you do with that thing.
I'm excited too, and the wife said, that's dorky.
She doesn't have much positive things to say about your hobbies.
She had positive things to say about the Avengers. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear a voicemail?
Oh, yes, I like voicemail.
Yeah, me too. So I'm going to play this one then, and we will hear it.
Hey guys, Steve and Steve, this is Clifford over here in Washington. I was listening to Linux for the Rest of Us number 85, wherein Steve starts bashing Windows again. All I can say is if he's been having trouble searching in Windows 7, he needs to spend more than 20 minutes. I know the OCD kicks in, but and two, a good search tool for Windows is called Everything, the freebie. As far as searching in Linux, well, you're on your own there. But like I said, Everything is a tool for Windows. All of the examples that are from Windows XP all the way up to the latest and greatest. Talk to you later. Bye.
I missed what Clifford's point was in this. Was he saying that Windows has better search tools?
Well, he was making me aware of one I never heard of before. And I'll say, calling something Everything search tool, it's not easy to get SEO with that. But it looks like it's over at voidtools.com. I honestly never heard about this one. I am going to copy this and send this to my work email so I can check it out there. I really like simplistic Windows tools that just do what they're supposed to do. And at least on the screenshot I see here, which is a little small screenshot, it looks just drop dead simple. It's the kind of application you don't have to read how to use.
I see. Now, were you saying in that episode that Windows does not have good search functionality?
Well, at least built in, it seems like XP to Vista, Vista to Windows 7, the built-in search tool has gotten worse.
That's right. Okay, I remember.
And it's harder to get to the more advanced searching.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it'll start saying it needs to index a drive or something and just go nuts.
And you see the stupid green bar
in
the address bar. No, it goes, and then for the last like 20%, just chugs along. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it's on Night Night. Russ told me it's on nightnight.com. I obviously have not been to Night Night for a little while.
Wow, interesting. All right, well, thank you, Clifford, for the voicemail. Appreciate it. Next one is from Chris. He says, I have a business customer that wants to do a whole technology makeover in his office. One of his friends showed him the Ubuntu site due to his laptop running it, and now wants all Linux Ubuntu. What would be the best motherboard to use for his workstations and server? I would like to use one that is supported by Ubuntu straight out of the box. The 8 workstations will be simple dual cores, and the server is only for file storage. Hopefully it's okay to ask this here. I know you are the guy to ask this question.
Yeah. Anyone can ask me anything anywhere. I don't care. You can hit me off on Google Talk. You can hit me off on Gmail, DoorDoorGeek at Gmail. You can go to DoorDoorGeek.com and hit contact. And I don't care. You can call 443-504-5931. I don't care. You can get a hold of me. I might not answer if I'm busy. Okay, here's the real gimmick. Doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter. I'll say, ugh. You don't want to buy something truly cutting edge. My logic, desktops for a business, you don't want nothing fancy. You know, you want something that's been around for at least a year, so you know there's not issues with the caps on the motherboard or this or that.
Right. Good point.
Anything at least a year old, pretty much, I can nearly guarantee you 0 issues. Now, I'm going to put a little ad-lib in there. To me, a business doesn't need anything fancy. So I say get a motherboard with onboard video, preferably Intel video, onboard networking, if it can be Intel networking. And I can guarantee you with those 2 things, you will not have an issue with those drivers. The only last issue, make sure you get a motherboard that does not have UEFI on it and has standard BIOS on it.
Okay.
It can work just fine with EFI on it, but you can run into issues. I guarantee with BIOS, you will not come into any issues.
Awesome.
And when it comes to servers, I'm not really the one to ask for this, but I will say a year-old HP server or a year-old Dell server, I'd be surprised if it didn't work flawlessly out of the box.
Awesome. Good advice. So hopefully that will help. And definitely report back and let us know how it's going in that office. That'd be pretty interesting to know. Should we go to the next one, Dor?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, next one is from Jason. This one's to me. I'm not sure if he wanted me to read it on the show, but I'm going to read parts of it because we did talk about it. He said, I thought I would send you a link to a new soundboard we got about 8 months ago. I heard you talking about compressors and noise gates with Dor on Linux for the rest of us. And he recommends, it's basically the PreSonus. Let me see. It's the PreSonus Studio Live 24.4.2. Now, if you actually look at this, type that in Google, or let me see if I can put it in the chat room here. Yeah, it's not pasting. It's on the PreSonus website. It is a humongo soundboard, and it's, though I appreciate it very much, Jason, this is completely overkill for me. If I was doing a rock concert, this would be perfect. But I'm curious to see what you're doing with the thing. He says it costs him about $3,500. Again, out of my league. I just don't need it, but it's very cool and it's a great board if you need multiple channels and you need to actually adjust all the effects and things on each channel separately and keep it saved. It's a real high tech board, and I love my PreSonus Fire Studio project, so I recommend PreSonus. But it's a great soundboard. So I'm not sure how it works with Linux or anything, but you guys could check it out. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Next one is, I think this is the clarification Red gave on what episode number we're on. So let me just play that.
Hey, Steve. This is for Linux for the rest of us. This is Red Dwarf. And I thought I'd put an end to this. What episode is this? The short version, you are doing episode 88. The long version is you had episode 83 on 328. You had one version of 84 on 411, another version of 84 on 418, which I'm assuming should be episode 85, episode 86 on 425, then you had episode 86 on 5.2, which should have been episode 87. which brings us up to episode 88 for this week. And by the way, Mr. Dorr was correct. Last week was episode 87. Oh, and by the way, between episode 83 and 84, the first version, you had approximately 2 weeks. So I think that's where you skipped a week. Just thought I'd set the record straight and make Dorr look good. Well, have fun, guys. See you in the funny papers.
Red, first of all, you do not know how helpful this is because you gave me all the dates, and this will make it very easy to correct. I think what we're going to do is put the missing episode as episode 88 because I called this one 87. But anyway, I was most worried that I skipped an episode and I just have an episode on my hard drive that I didn't release. That would be unjust to all, especially Dorr. And secondly, Red, it's nice that you made Dorr look good because he needs all the help he could get.
Yes, I do.
No, he was right. He was right. I'm sorry, Dorr. All right. Next, that's it for the voicemails. And next email is from Red Dwarf again. He says, "Hey, Steves, it's Red Dwarf. Just thought I'd let you know I sent you a voicemail to settle your episode number dispute." Yep, just got that. I also wanted to send you a picture courtesy of WSBT Studios, where I recently went on a tour of their very modern studios. They were celebrating their 60th birthday in television and 90th in radio, 1 year older than the illustrious 500,000 watt WLS in Chicago. The people who attended OLF, Ohio Linux Fest, would immediately recognize something about the t-shirt and hat in the picture that I'm wearing. By the way, they only use Apple iPods for prompters. They're using proprietary software for their video processing on Windows. Sorry, guys. That's from Red Dwarf. Let me pull up the picture. And that's an awesome picture, Red. I love the hat, first of all. But the shirt is... I don't know that because I was not at OLF. What is that thing?
That is a open SUSE shirt that they were giving away.
That's a cool shirt too, man.